All right, Stephan, we just welcomed in a room full of consumers excited to learn from you, how they should approach buying appliances. So my first question for you on their behalf is, how can buyers avoid the shiny object mistake when they're shopping for appliances?
Yeah, obviously, there's a lot of social media perusing before a client comes to the showroom and consumer report. Uh, I think what is important to know that new is not always better. New is innovative, new is trendy, and new might become better. But going right at the beginning into something that is fairly new is sometimes also risky, right? I mean, what was the latest that was a new feature everywhere? Air frying. Air frying first as individual appliance, air frying in wall ovens, now in ranges. And since then, there have been other appliances invented that have kind of the same effect. And most people don't know that you could air fry really by using a basket, even in a convection system when you can adjust the temperature down. So new is not always better. And a good salesperson, I think, points that out. And a good salesperson diffuses anything that might go not in that direction. And function is superbly like once a salesperson finds out what you're looking for, how do you cook, how do you refrigerate, how many people are in the household, these testing questions will point the salesperson in the direction to give the proper advice, not necessarily to buy the shiny object.
So this is great feedback, and I love hearing that it's, the newest is not necessarily going to be what fits you the best. And that so if, and for consumers to prepare for that, they're going to the showroom, they're ready to make a purchase, they're doing a remodel, buying a new home, whatever it might be. Is then how do you recommend that they prepare for that? Like before they enter the showroom, what sort of information should they be giving the salesperson to help the salesperson?
Well, it depends. If you're just buying one appliance, then I think that they have a particular perception of what they had before, how they wash, how they dishwash, or whatever that appliance category is. And the salesperson will dissect from the question what makes the most sense. Were they happy with what they had? Would they embrace change? What kind of consumer is it? Is an elderly couple that doesn't want to make a lot of changes and just want to wash with two or three programs, for example? Or is it a younger couple that embracing all of a sudden Wi-Fi features on appliances, which have obviously creeped in everywhere, control via app and whatnot? So uh, I think it's a matter of for the consumer to be open-minded and hopefully finding the right salesperson that gives the proper consultation and advice.
Fantastic advice. Be open-minded when you're entering the showroom, especially because you and I are in appliances every day, so we're hearing about the updates and the new things. If you're not buying appliances every 5, 10 years, you're gonna have no idea what the new products are. So coming in with an open mind. So let's keep this audience in front of us, and let's ask. I have another question for you. I'm dying to hear what you have to say for this. What feature, upgrade, or product do you think is worth the splurge?
Oh boy. Well, I love appliances. So go on this ride with me. I love appliances, and I got to put this in categories. If you're looking for laundry, I'm a humongous fan of front load laundry, and particularly the ones that have high temperature features because I believe in that kind of cleaning. With that goes the technology of heat pump dryers. It is fairly new. You possibly know that 95% of dryers in North America are vented, whereas close to 35% of dryers in Europe are already heat pump operated and at least 50% more economical. And as we all want to work on reducing the carbon footprint in the world, this is a fantastic way to do it. So in laundry, that is one. The next one would be a clothing styler, clothing butler. I think if you build the ideal laundry room, it will be superb to add on a steam styler or a drying cabinet, which are available from a variety of companies. I like that in particular for larger equipment. We have a lot of hockey families in Canada. We have people that wash shoes, dog beds, large equipment, delicate equipment, silk, all of that can go into this particular appliance. And on the cooking side, I'm definitely convection steam oven. Healthy lifestyles are increasing. People want to live healthier, eat healthier. So steam cooking is definitely a way to uh, increase the nutrients in the cooking process. And a simple thing, dishwashing. If you build a new kitchen, always panel ready. I don't. I barely sell any. I barely sell any dishwashers anymore that are stainless or white. It's all panel ready to blend in seamlessly with the design of the kitchen. It makes the kitchen look larger, and it's usually not even at a higher price. You just have to buy the additional panel and handle. Yeah, that is pretty much my list, unless you're looking for wine enthusiast. Wine cabinets are definitely worth the splurge for the stabilization of the expensive liquids that you hold in your home.
Love that feedback and love that you've given lots of examples. I have a question about the styler. So when I left actively selling appliances, the styler was just coming out. So it seemed like a kind of a novelty. You feel like
Yeah.
it has a place in the home?
Well, I have possibly the first styler. I don't want to name the company, but I have the first style that was introduced at KBIS about 12 years ago,
Hmm.
and that was sent to my home to test. I test a lot of appliances from various suppliers and give them feedback. I still have that styler in my home, and I'm still enjoying it. It's a 220-volt unit, so I had to put a special plug in, and we had to reprogram it as it was speaking Korean. Uh, but I truly enjoy it. I truly enjoy it, and they have evolved. I mean, this you see them more and more in high-end car dealerships, right? You people have visitors coming to the house. Your jacket or your coat is wet from the rain. Let me just dry your jacket, and they say, "What?"
That's
So
incredible.
I think it's a fantastic appliance, particularly when it goes for low temperature drying and fabric care.
That is really great. And I'm going to dig in a little more to this, but I will say my wife is not allowed to listen to that segment. So, Carol, whatever you heard, disregard that, what Stephan just said.